So today we will learn about how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube for a beginner. First of all, you should know some things about a Rubik's Cube, that it consists of 3 pieces. Okay, the middle piece is the centerpiece, the edge pieces and the corner pieces. Okay, so if you hold a cube like this is a centerpiece, this the corner pieces, okay, and this is edge pieces. Okay, centerpiece, corner pieces and edge pieces. So before we will head towards solving a cube, you should know some notations which will help you to solve a Rubik's Cube. So I'll take any side. Okay, this. Now first of all, you should see there's a rule, or according to comfortability, you should hold a cube like this. Okay, one thumb, 2 thumb fingers here, okay, and this middle finger here, back side. Are you able to see this here? Similarly this back side, so it will give you a comfort. See, you can do easily. So now here are some notations. Okay, when you hold a cube like this, okay, not like this, or also like this, okay, this is R. Okay, this opposite is R prime, R inverse, R dash, whatever you want to call it. Okay, R inverse. Similarly for left side, when R is upside, left will be opposite. F, left, or L inverse. Okay, R inverse, L inverse. Now up or U inverse. See, U inverse. Now similarly for downside, when U is this, then D will be opposite. Okay, D inverse. So U inverse, D inverse. Now F, okay, or front, and this is front. See this F, when you turn it clockwise then F, and anti-clockwise then F prime. Okay, F or F inverse, F inverse. Okay, now when you perform this step 2 times, it basically will mean same. Okay, see, 2 times F or 2 times F prime, both are same. Okay, similarly for right also, you see, one right is, it will go back side. When you will do right 2 times, it will go back side. Okay, when you will do R inverse 2 times, again it will go back side. So when you repeat 2 times, it's basically the same. Okay, now I'll quickly jumble this. So we'll now see, it's all mixed up. Okay, so now for solving, you will choose a color. In this case I'll choose white. Okay, so I'll put the cube like this, means the face we are solving facing towards us. Okay, now for white, first rule is that we have to make a plus. Okay, a similar color, white, so then it will form a plus. So for this, first we will search the edge pieces. These are the edge pieces which consist white. Okay, like this. See, this is edge piece which consists white, this is edge piece consists white, this consists white, and this red. Okay, so we will take any, in this case this. Okay, white and orange. You see, this is orange, this is white. Okay, so we'll take this orange to its centerpiece, orange, Okay, see, this is orange. Now we have to put this H piece here, okay, somehow here, so it will match white and orange. Okay, these three things should match. Okay, orange, white. Now when the white is facing towards you, okay, the H white piece facing towards you, it's simple. You turn this side, or D, see, you D, okay, R inverse, see, again D, R inverse, and this is matched, and then just turn this side, F inverse. Understood? Again you see, white is facing towards me. I'll simply rotate this side, or you can call it D, then rotate upside, or R inverse. The pieces are matched, and F inverse, and you can see this, all three pieces is matched, orange, white. Similarly, we will search for other pieces. See, red is here, just we have to put it downside because we want it. Now we will search red. See, we just, this is matched, and then again we will rotate it upward so that this is matched. See, now this line is matched. Simply we have to put this line also, we have to match. Now first you need to see that this H piece, although it is white, but still it should be here because it is green. So see, we should match the centerpiece also. I mean the face, both the face we have to match, like green, so it should be here, green, and white. Okay, now again simply we'll put it downside, okay, or 2 times F inverse, or F, it comes down. Now search the green, and then 2 times F or F inverse. Okay, see, now the last, okay, blue, simply turn and the salt, and see, now again I will show you. See, when the white is facing towards you, okay, and you have to put it here. So which formula I told you? This D, R inverse, F inverse. Okay, D, R inverse, F inverse, or D, R prime, F prime. See, D, okay, D, R prime, F prime. See, this is matched, and you have to keep that in mind when you do this step. Okay, if you have matched some white edge here, then you have to bring it to its own original position. See, this is matched, again we have to bring it to its original position because we don't want to mess up our plus. Okay, once again I will show you. See, this is facing towards me, D, R inverse, F inverse, then again we will do this one R inverse call for the, we will not mess up our plus. Okay, so this is how the plus is made. Now after making plus, we will solve the corner pieces like these, which consist of 3 colors. Okay, white, and see here, white, orange, and green. So this corner piece will go here because you have to match the adjacent side also. Okay, see, I'm telling you, we'll bring it downside. Now see, orange, green, white, orange, green, white. Okay, so this centerpiece will go, or corner piece will go here. Now if, okay, if this piece, this white faces towards you, okay, this white corner piece faces towards you, then which formula we will apply? D inverse, okay, or we'll turn this D inverse R inverse D R. See, it is matched. Okay, once again I'll show you. This is on the right side, okay, and it is facing towards me, and this is also, see, left side and facing towards me, but we are solving this. This is right side and facing towards me. Then which formula we will apply? D inverse R inverse D R. Okay, or if you want to note, see, D inverse R inverse D R. So simply D inverse. You can use common sense also. If you have to replace for here, then you will do D inverse, okay, this side, and then you will bring it down side, which we call R inverse, and then again we will put it back, which is D. See, this is matched, and again we will put upside, which is R. So this matched. Now again, you see, you will now take this blue, orange and white, okay, blue, orange and white. So this piece will go here, cause blue, orange and white. So again the white piece is facing towards me, so again we'll apply the same formula. T inverse will turn in this side, R inverse, okay, D. Now this is matched. Now simply R. See, it is matched. Now similarly we will take this white and red and blue. So this is at the correct spot, okay, see, red, blue, white. See, so when it is here, okay, when it is facing right side, then simply you will turn the cube this side and you will solve the same process, okay, the same process but for L. That time we have done for R. Now the same white piece is facing towards us, but it is present on left. That time it was present here at right, like this. Now this time it is facing right, left. So which formula we will use? This D L, D inverse, L inverse. Okay, see, common sense, you can use D. Okay, this side we will turn because we have to bring it here, then L, and now D inverse. Yep, simply we have to match. Okay, now L inverse we'll put again upside, so see, it is matched. Once again, it is present on left side, white is present on left side facing towards us, D, okay, L, D inverse, okay, L inverse. See, this is matched. And we will search for next. See, green, okay, green, red, white. So we'll face it here. Okay, we'll hold the cube like this, green, red, white, and it is also facing towards us, present on left. We will apply this formula, D, L, D inverse, L inverse, D, okay, see, D, L, D inverse, L inverse. So every corner piece is matched. Now here's one more case which you will find when you will solve a cube, that for corner piece, okay, when this sometimes it will happen that white will face downwards, okay, and you have to put it here. When white will face downwards, okay, when you hold cube like this and this white piece is facing downwards, okay, then what formula you will apply? Simply you will do R inverse, or see, this is facing downside, okay, this piece, do R inverse. Now what will happen? The back side, you see, it will face this side. Earlier it was facing downside. You will do R inverse, okay. Now simply 2 times D or D inverse. See, it is facing downside. We'll do 2 times D or D inverse, either the way, doesn't matter. This time we'll do 2 times D. It will come here, and we don't want to mess our plus, so we'll put it back through an R inverse. Okay, now this piece we have to put it here. We'll turn it, and now we'll hold the cube like this, and then same formula will apply for left. Sometimes it will come for right, then you will apply right. Okay, right formula, this one. Now D inverse L inverse, D inverse L inverse, and it is solved. Okay, again I can show you. Right, see, this is facing downside. Okay, now again white is facing downside. What you will do, one time R inverse, because we have to send this piece backside, then 2 times D, 2 times just rotate it, and now match our plus, and then we got here. Then we'll turn this side, this orange, green and white, it's left. We apply this formula, D inverse L inverse. Okay, if you want for right, that also can be done. See, this piece is facing downside. Okay, and it is present here. Now again you will turn, that time you have done R inverse. Okay, and this time you will do L, because L is downside, so L, you can use common sense. You will again same formula which you have done here, you will do this side L, it will go back side, then 2 times D, come here, then you will match R plus, and then it comes here. We will take the adjacent side, orange, green and white. Okay, now it is facing towards us, the white, but it is present on right, so which formula will apply? D inverse R inverse D R. See, D inverse R inverse D R, it is matched. So this is all about our first layer. Now we will move on to second layer. So now we'll solve second layer. Okay, see, this is, we have solved the first layer. Now we have to solve second layer. Okay, so see, this we have chosen white upside. Okay, we have chosen white, and the downside is yellow. Okay, now we'll search for those edge pieces which do not contain obviously white and yellow. Okay, because yellow is downside and white we have solved, so we'll not disturb it. So wait, I'll give you example. See, this edge piece is green and orange, so 2 different color, and it will go here, green and orange, and this is red and green. See, red and green, so it will go here. Okay, and this is orange and blue, so it will go here. Similarly, now we'll search for the edge pieces which contain 2 different colors in the third layer. Okay, because it will help us to solve the second layer easily. So we'll turn the cube like this to search in the second layer. You can see I found one edge piece which contains green and orange here, and orange and blue here, green and red here. So we'll choose one. Okay, now green and orange. Okay, so firstly we will match this color. Okay, green, because it is present on the top, so we'll match it. See, green. Now this edge piece, okay, is supposed to go this side, because then only the adjacent color will match. Okay, like orange, green and green. So whenever you have to place a edge piece present on the left, okay, then you will just rotate the down side just opposite. Okay, see, I have to put this H piece on the left, I'll turn it on the right. Understood? If I have to put this H piece on the right, I'll turn the third layer opposite side. Okay, understood? Now see, I have to put it at the right, I'll do a D. Okay, I'll just pay attention, I'll use the same formula, D, L, D inverse, L inverse. Okay, see, I have to put this here, D, okay, L, D inverse, L inverse. You'll say, okay, that's nothing done, but see, as you can see, the corner piece and the H piece has been matched. Now just rotate the cube this side, and the same formula we will use which I have taught you for the first layer. The white is facing towards you and it is present on the right side. So what formula we will use? D inverse, R inverse, D, R. So D inverse, R inverse, D, R. See, it has been solved. So similarly we will search, okay, see, orange and blue. We'll take this orange to its centerpiece here. Again we have to put it on the left side. So again we will use the upper formula, D, L, D inverse, L inverse. Okay, because it is, we have to put the H piece on the left, so we'll turn the cube opposite. Okay, D, L, D inverse, L inverse. Now see, the corner piece and the H piece has been matched. We'll turn the cube and now apply the formula D inverse, R inverse, D, R, because white is present on the right side. D inverse, R inverse, D, R. Now again 2 spot is left, so we will search. Okay, see, green and red. Now this is supposed to go here, okay, at the right. So if the H piece has to go to right, we'll turn the third layer just opposite, okay, to left. It means we'll use this formula, D inverse, R inverse, D, R. Okay, D inverse, R inverse, D, R. Now the corner piece and H piece has been matched. We'll turn the cube. We will apply the up formula, D, L, D inverse, L inverse. It's easy. Okay, now we'll search. See here, red and blue. We'll take it towards its center. Now we have to, this on the right side we will use this R1 formula, D inverse, R inverse, D, R. Now the corner and the H piece have been matched. We'll turn the cube and it's present on the left. We'll use that formula, left, D, L, D inverse, L inverse. Now our second layer has been fully matched. See, now we are going to solve a third and the last layer. Now for that you need to turn the cube upside down. Earlier when we solved the first layer, we held the cube like this. Now for solving the third layer, we'll just turn it upside down facing the yellow upwards. So here also we need to make first a plus. Okay, now keep that in mind. When you will solve the last layer, you will get 3 possibilities. Either you will get a single yellow dot, okay, like I have got here, ignore these, single dot, and or an L shape like this, yellow L shape, a yellow line, okay, or either like horizontal or vertical. So I'll give you a formula which is F U R U inverse R inverse F inverse. Now when you got a single dot, you'll apply this formula 3 times to get a plus. Okay, when you got a single line, then you will apply it only twice. And when you got an L shape, then you will apply this formula only once to get a plus. I'll show you. Firstly, write it down and remember F U R U inverse R inverse F inverse. So we will hold the cube like this, facing yellow upside. Now I'll keep it like this so you can see it. Okay. F. Okay. U R U inverse R inverse F inverse. Now by applying this formula once, our dot has been converted into a line. You can see. Now we'll apply this formula again. F U R U inverse R inverse F inverse. Now you can see, applying this formula twice, we got L shape. Okay, because at the beginning we got only single dot, so we applied the formula 2 times and we got an L. Now we'll apply it 3rd time and we will get a plus. But for that, whenever you get the L shape, okay, remember to always hold the L shape like this. One color should face upside and the other should face towards left. Okay, see, like this L. So now holding the cube like this, apply one more time this formula. F U R U inverse R inverse F inverse. And now you can see we got R plus. Okay, now after forming the plus, we will search for the edge pieces which are matched. Okay, like this orange edge piece, okay, orange and yellow edge piece has been matched to the center, and this red is also matched. So we need to match these two. These two are already matched. Okay, so from here we will use this formula. Okay, R 2 times U R inverse U inverse R U inverse R inverse. Okay, you can see clearly. R 2 times U R inverse U inverse R U inverse R inverse. Now at the last U I will tell you, and this why I have written this 2, that also I will tell you. Okay, outside the bracket. Now we will hold the cube in such a way that the 2 matching sides are oppositely placed. Here obviously it is oppositely placed. Okay, like this. Okay, you will not hold the cube like this. We'll only hold the cube where the matching colors are oppositely placed. Okay, like this. Here is orange and at the back it's red. So we'll hold the cube like this, where this matching colors are facing oppositely. Here in this case orange and here red. And now we'll apply the formula which is in the bracket. Okay, I hope you are able to see. Okay, now R 2 times U R inverse U inverse R U inverse R inverse. Now applying this formula which is in the bracket, we get the 2 adjacent sides are matched. Now you see, in this case orange and green. Okay, these 2 sides are matched. You see, these 2 are still unmatched. Now from here on you will hold the cube in such a way where one matching face, okay, one matching color should face at the back side and the other should face at the right. Like here, this orange facing backwards and this green at the right side. Now we will apply the same formula. Okay, this same formula which is in the bracket. Now by holding the cube like this, okay, when the one color is facing backwards and the other is right, we will apply this formula 2 times. Okay, for this I have written here 2 times. Now, and sometimes it will also happen like you get the cube like this. Okay, now you will search and match, okay, this faces, like one is facing this and one is facing at the right. Now we'll apply the formula 2 times. R 2 times U R inverse U inverse R U inverse R inverse. Once again, R 2 times U R inverse U inverse R U inverse R inverse. Now for this, okay, after this I have written here U. Now you will do U. See, all the edges are matched perfectly. Okay, and now we also have a plus. Now it's time to solve our corner pieces. So for corner pieces, you have to keep in mind, you have to search the color which is matched. Okay, here in this case, one corner piece is already matched, this is also already matched, and we have got these two also on point. Okay, it also happens sometimes like this, all are differently placed. Okay, so it will happen, you will find that all means nothing is solved and all are at jumbled places. So you will use the formula this 2 times U R U inverse L inverse U R inverse U inverse L. Okay, here as you can see these are matched, but I'll take you to the scenario directly where nothing is matched and you have to match it step by step. So let's go. So now you can see my corner pieces, every corner pieces is jumbled. You can see nothing is matching. Okay, you see every corner pieces are different. So we will take any side. Okay, we will apply this formula once firstly. Okay, U R U inverse L inverse U R inverse U inverse L. Now on applying the formula, okay, once what you will get, you will see that one of the corner piece is at its original position. We'll search. Okay, here you can see yellow, orange and green. Okay, it's present on the right spot. You can see adjacent colors yellow, orange and green. Okay, but still it is jumbled. No problem. Now we will hold the cube in such a way that we are having the matching or the piece, corner piece which is at its right position like this, and we will apply the formula once again. Okay, U R U inverse L inverse U R inverse U inverse L. Now I have written 2 times because when you have applied once, when nothing is matched, okay, you will apply once and you will get the matched color. You will take the matched color and you will apply it again. Now you get the all the corner pieces are matched. You see, this is matched, this is at its original position but still jumbled. Now this is also matched and this is at its original position. Okay, now to solve these two, okay, you will use the formula, a simple formula, R inverse, D inverse, R, D. Okay, pay attention. You will hold the cube like this. Now what you will do, R inverse, D inverse, R, D. Okay, once again, R inverse, D inverse, R, D. I will keep that in mind that this is matched. Okay, you will not disturb this. This is matched. Now you need to match this one. If this was also jumbled, you just need to turn it once and start doing this again, but still it is matched, so we will turn it twice to bring the jumbled piece so that we can solve using this layer. Okay, once again you will use the same formula, R inverse, D inverse, R, D. Now once again we will use the formula till it is solved, R inverse, D inverse, R, D, R inverse, D inverse, R, D, R inverse, D inverse, R, D. And now you can see we have matched every color perfectly. Now you learned everything regarding how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So I'll recommend you a competition. Avval is glad to announce a live Rubik's Cube competition on 31st of July 2021, where all the participants will solve Rubik's Cube live in a single platform. So gear up and start practicing. Hurry up and register yourself to win exciting prizes. Link is in the description. Thank you, team.